one of the toughest checks to write, especially this time of year, is your monthly auto insurance premium. I know this. And when you're paying for something that you may never use, something that's not tangible, it doesn't always feel right. It feels like a ripoff sometimes. And, you know, the truth of the matter is accidents do happen. So Skip Cowan with the Focus Foundation is with us today to help us save some money on our auto insurance and to maximize your payout should you have an insurance claim, because it happens, as I said. Now, so, hi, first of all.
Well, good morning.
Happy holidays.
Same to you.
I mean, let's talk about something that is realistic, okay? Isn't it true that New Mexico requires all of us to have auto insurance? Because, you know, if we're going to drive in the state, we got to have it. Is that the truth?
That is the law.
Yeah.
And the law requires you to carry liability insurance on your automobiles. Mm-hmm. Now, of course, if you're borrowing money from a bank, they're going to require you to carry a lot more than that.
Right.
But the minimum liability limits are, I believe, $25.50, which is $25,000.
Yes.
Property damage and $50,000 per occurrence, I think.
And on a lease vehicle, there's sometimes even different requirements, because I lease my car, and they require a little more with your insurance because you're leasing.
Absolutely.
You know?
Well, you know, one of the things you need to think about here, though, is the fact that liability limits at $25 and $50 sound like a lot.
Right.
Till you hit a car that's worth more than $25,000.
Yes.
Then you got a problem.
Well, and I understand that you actually had a little incident that you thought about sharing. So.
Yeah, you know, and it's interesting from the standpoint that I was traveling west on I-40, just a little bit west of Carlisle.
Right.
Following the semi. We're doing about 60 miles an hour.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, off of the back tire of the semi, I see this thing start to unravel, and it's like it was in slow motion, you know? Uh-huh. And the darn thing, the tire comes off, hits my car underneath, rips the bumper almost off, comes over this way, and slaps on the windshield.
Oh, my gosh.
So I almost have an accident, even worse than that, but I pull off the side of the road, look at the damage, and I think, oh, my. So I call my insurance agent. Uh-huh. And the person says, well, yeah, but that's probably a collision. And I said, no. This is uninsured motorist coverage. Mm-hmm. Because the deductibles are different, right?
Right.
Otherwise, I'm looking at $500, and I had to prove it. But you know what I learned?
What?
If you don't say anything, you're going to pay the higher part of the deal, because insurance companies, guys, are not in the business to pay your claims.
Absolutely not.
They're in the business to make money.
Yeah, they're in the business to make money, and it's very expensive for young people especially. I mean, why is that, especially for teenagers? Is it because they're new drivers?
Well, and especially male teenagers under 25.
Because they try to, like, impress by driving fast?
Well,
is that the deal?
Statistically, they have the most accidents. For example, my youngest son, we used to call him Crash. You you might wonder why.
Crash Cowan?
Yeah, Crash Cowan.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, you know, they have to get their insurance, and you teach them at a young age how important that is. And, you know, when you have an accident, you have to know where you want to go to get the car fixed, because you want to know that the auto shop actually isn't using used parts, right? You want to make sure that they're going to be giving you the better parts and replacing things with newer parts, right?
This is a huge deal. Now, most insurance companies will tell you you can choose wherever you want to go to have your car repaired.
Right.
And that's true.
They do say that.
But what they don't tell you is that sometimes the mechanic will option out for used parts. I mean, they actually go to the junkyard, pull something off of a wrecked car, and put it on yours.
How do you even know? How would you ever know?
You don't know. So what you have to do with your insurance agent is to specify.
Okay.
I want only factory parts, new factory parts.
You have to say it. Like you said, if you don't say it, you don't get it.
You got to say it.
Well, okay, so let me ask you this. Will an accident actually lower the resale value of the car that you're driving?
Absolutely.
I mean, it will,
absolutely. Right? Now, one of the
Even if you've replaced new parts?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because keep this in mind. One of the things that you're going to do when you buy a used car is you're going to pull a Carfax.
Right.
And that Carfax is going to tell you what? Hey, this car's been in an accident. Well, you know, it looks like it's fine, but do you know that for an absolute certainty? No, you don't. So, there's one more thing you have to ask your insurance company when you're filing a claim. That is, pay me for the depreciation that's going to happen as a result of this accident. Now, if you were at fault, forget about it.
Okay.
But if you were not at fault, the other guy was, then you go to his or her insurance company and you say, you guys are going to make this right. And 9 times out of 10, they will. Really? But you got to ask.
But you have to ask.
You got to ask.
That's the lesson. And is it true that people with lower credit scores can actually pay more for auto insurance? Is that possible?
Unfortunately, that's absolutely true.
That doesn't even make sense.
Insurance companies have found that the lower the credit score, the more likely people are to file claims statistically.
Oh,
Isn't
I
that
see.
something?
I see.
Well, I don't see it, but
I don't like it, but I
I don't
see where
like
it's
it
coming
either.
from.
But the truth is, yeah, you
It
pay
is what
higher
it is.
rates.
Okay, so is it important for you to work with an insurance agent, or should you do this on your own, maybe, or directly from the company itself? What do you recommend?
My personal feeling is that I think you cannot replace an insurance agent. It's
I
easy.
agree with
It's
that.
easy to buy insurance online. You can dial the 800 number, whatever. But you know, when you have a claim, who are you going to call?
Not Ghostbusters.
Not Ghostbusters. You're not answering the phone. No, you're going to call your agent,
Yeah.
and the agent really can walk you through it.
Okay.
And one more thing that I think is critically important in this: your agent should know everything about your financial situation,
Yes.
so that he or she can direct you properly.
Give you the right information.
Yeah.
Okay, and viewers, for more savvy information on your finances, you can go to
FocusOnTheFuture.tv. Take a look.
Fantastic.
We've got 11 videos up there right now.
And this is the best time of year to get your finances in order, start the new year right.
No question.
Skip, thank you so much for being with us.
Always
Great
a pleasure,
advice.
ma'am.
Always a pleasure with you as well. We'll be right back. Don't go away. Good info.